Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in on my channel, Creating in the Waiting. Today I am coming on to do a flip through of my most recent 4 signature flip-flop journal. I played a little bit on live yesterday here on YouTube, just doing some random makes and kind of did a brief little flip through of what I had completed so far. Most of what I do on lives in my Facebook group, which I will link in the description box below. She has 3 of my fabric snippets on her. I love making these. Of course, the little sentiments are fabric as well. I print onto the fabric. I do not stamp these sentiments. All of her ephemera is handmade. Vintage French pages, book pages, vintage music sheets, vintage French documents, bill heads. Lovely, lovely postcards. I absolutely love this postcard. It's one of my favorites. I am going to be stuffing her as we go along, which is why she doesn't look as fat right now. She will come with a lovely beaded pin. She is going to be for raffle in my Facebook group today. Lovely little charm dangle. I have machine, if I can spit it out today, machine sewn on the cover and the book pages. She has vintage laces. Her tags I have done with my masterboard. I am working with either 3 or 4 digital kits in this one. I do believe it's 4. They come from Raindroplila and LifesEverAfter. 2 from LifesEverAfter and oh gosh, the Parisian background and Parisian pages from Raindroplila, as well as the cards and something else from Raindroplila. I cannot remember right now. But what I do is like the cabinet cards, I tear these so that I can use them as focal points. That's how I get my images on my masterboard that I have created with French pages, French ledger. I also do have this lovely, lovely Florentine paper. Love it. And I have used bits of this throughout. I will point it out when we get to those. But this is the first tag. I've just used some crinkle ribbon and some tulle here. And that also adds something to the cover. So I absolutely loved that. She, again, is 4 signatures. What's really going on? I created the base and did my first bit of pockets. I'm trying to get all of this in frame. She's very tall and my sewing machine is right here, so I do apologize. These are authentic French documents. I love them. I love the paper. It's very sturdy. It feels so beautiful. A little tuck down here with a little tiny safety pin. I'm loving the tiny safety pin and the little Tim Holtz ID tag down here. And I have created a lovely little tag for this pocket or tuck, just with some fun tulle, some seam binding, a little charm, and some gold embroidery thread. These are the bits of Parisian paper that I was talking about. Some vintage stamps, book pages, music sheets. I absolutely love making masterboards, something that I once struggled so much with. Vintage music sheet, just a little applique flower down there. Not really applique, it's an embellishment. I printed this image onto vellum. I love this image. This comes from LifesEverAfter. I cannot remember the names of the kits off the top of my head, but I will state the digital designer when I get to, you know, specific pages. These are LifesEverAfter. So Garden of Secret and Sweet Roses are the 2 that come to mind. I don't remember which ones they come from though. LifesEverAfter here, LifesEverAfter. This is just a lovely velvet ruffle. I love the way it feels. Oh, vintage lace here. Here is one of my little snippets. So I just piecemeal the scraps on my desk. It has vintage French book pages and vintage music sheets, and then some of this lovely Parisian paper. This here is a pocket, and I'm not going to pull these little cute people out, but this is a little Victorian die cut. I absolutely love it. I think it's so stinking cute. One of our little wax seal clusters. I just did some molding paste on my French book page. Did some mark making there because I love mark making. LifesEverAfter. Just created a little corner tuck down there. And we are going to tuck away a collaged index card. Love doing those. This is from LifesEverAfter. Sari Silk Ruffle. This is Italian straw paper. It is not craft paper. The texture of it is way different. The color is different. I absolutely love straw paper. Again, all the pages are machine sewn. Now here, you're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to show you the center of this signature first. We're going to put one of our tag wraps. So beads down at the bottom of all the signatures. They're just simple pearls with spacers. Some are this lovely pink color, almost a peachy. And then just some off-white pearls with blingy spacers. Now our tag wrap is going to go right here, and I like tucking ephemera. I'm hoping that she will behave behind them. So fully loaded. And I have tag wraps for each of the signatures besides the third one, which I don't like doing too much in the third one because I want it to tuck in pretty nicely. But let's just show you the ephemera. I'm not going to pull all the bits out, but these are all vintage items that I thought would look cute. I love that postcard, one of my favorites. This folds all the way out. I love it. Little vintage page. This is a vintage check, a lovely postcard as well, and just a vintage envelope. So the way I'm going to put this in is I'm going to put this here. This is going to go back here. I'm going to detach my tag wrap. Let's do this side first since I took that out. So this to me just adds something super duper fun. And what I'm going to do is slide this up underneath the center of this signature and pull it through to reattach my tags. So this is where you're going to have to bear with me because I want to reattach these. I just took all of her photos, so I wanted these out, but I forgot to take out the fourth signature one, so when I did her pictures. So we'll be missing 2 tags in the photos. Just going through this little eyelet here. And then essentially what this is going to do is just tie up for you. I'm going to be careful when I'm pulling this through. It's really not as difficult as what I'm probably making it look. It's always a little bit harder when I go on a live or, you know, I'm shooting a video. All right, so this is what that's going to look like right there. Again, the tags are handmade. I love this polka dot sari silk. It's actually my last bits of that. But that just adds something to that. And then it's just fun because you get to open it up and you see all the ephemera back there. Lovely little charms. Little wax seal cluster on our sari silk ruffle. And then here is one of our window pockets that we did together. And I am just going to put this in the pocket. This is actually a copy of a vintage piece of ephemera that I got. I copied it front and back. All of my pages and papers are printed on high quality 32-pound premium paper. This will fit in here, but I'm probably not gonna bore you guys with me fumbling trying to get it in there. Then I'll like literally be bent all over. I'll do that in a second. I'll be bent all over in front of y'all. Just gonna tuck away one of these. This is just a plain guest check that I printed that image onto. I'll come back to that. A little corner hugger here, and I like the little quotes tucked away back there. Let's put this one. No, that one doesn't go there. Love that one. Sometimes the wheels turn slowly, but it turns. And that's not attached to that. And then here, I am going to have one of my little Polaroid pieces. Well, not pieces. We're gonna do that one there, just with some washi, one of my little wax seal clusters, and sewed around. Where are my little paper clips? Let's put this little paper clip. And I don't really remember honestly what was right here. I think it was just a little scrap pad. Actually, I'm pretty certain it was a little scrap pad. So these are just bits of scrap pieces of paper. And then back here, I have one of my little journal cards that I made out of Parisian paper. It's actually a little bit harder doing it this way. Maybe next time I'll already have her restuffed. I'm like, oh, it might be fun, but it just seems to be like this really long-winded flip through whenever I do it this way, because literally there's just stacks of ephemera right here. And I'm having to dig. Here it is. So just some collaging and then a focal point. This is a Parisian journal card that I just hinged here on the back of that little CD envelope that was up at the front. So like that. Just a little cluster there, writing space, trying to find that balance between overly embellishing and then, you know, just leaving some writing space and spaces for y'all to play. So here I am going to pen that beautiful, my most favorite postcard. Love those images, love those colors. And then we're gonna do a little tag there. This tag's gonna go in that pocket back there. It's not this one. That's a tag wrap. That's going in the back. Oh, this was actually that journal card or guest check that I made. So I put this image on the background, sew around it, and then put that image there. This is a flap for you. A little tuck here. Loving this eyelet trim for the time being. And then did this little tag this morning with this lovely little cluster down at the bottom. Just some vintage lace for the topper. Didn't want a big foo-foo bow or anything here because they're hard to tuck away. Bits and pieces for a little snippet strip with a wax seal cluster and a vintage doily. Vellum. Most of this is LifesEverAfter. honestly, the more I'm flipping through this. And then here we're going to put one of our, I love doing my playing cards this way, just printing the image onto transparent shipping label. I like the matte finish. Just fun little pages here. I like when the pages are different sizes. And we're going to put one of our little index cards here. I had them all stacked to where I would be able to get to them, but when I start doing things, I just start, you know, tossing stuff, it seems. Let's put this one. This has little Parisian paper up underneath my little stamping. Those are stamps. The scripture ones are stamps. This is a page hugger with a tuck. And these are super cool. Let me just show you. For starters, I'm just going to tuck away this little scrap pad. It's vintage pages, some embossed straw paper, some stained paper, just, you know, lots of writing space there. Just a fun little notepad. And then these are so cool. I got this autograph book from a lovely girl in my Facebook group, Shannon. But all of the pages in the autograph book say Arlene. And for those of y'all that don't know, that is my name. And I have included 2 of those. Just going to tuck away. I love these. These are my favorite things. Just a little vocabulary flashcard thingamabobber. And let's see. Let's do another one here. And a scrap pad. Now let's put this here. Love that little scrap pad. Just the Parisian paper, vintage pages, Italian straw paper. This is just a wallpaper tab with lace. And then here is my other, and I wish I would have had this out for my photos. I'm loving just a vintage letter, little flashcard, and then my beautiful postcards. Love the postcards. Just gonna tuck it away. And then she has a custom doily on the inside. I don't really want to open her right now. And then another little tag. This is Janet Marsh. This is not Edith Holden, but it's beautiful. So just so you know, check out Janet Marsh books also. Just a little cluster on my little snippets. And then back here, these are tucks, just so you know. You tuck stuff away. Another little fabric snippet with safety pins, charms, buttons, clusters, little rosettes, finished doilies, sari silks. Love making those so much. They're so therapeutic, so fun when you just get out of your head and start, you know, putting bits together. It's so fun. Let's put Where Flowers Bloom, So Does Hope. And this one wasn't originally there, and I just noticed that this has hope up there, so that's perfect. And then we're going to put this. I have another one. It says Faith. I was looking for something to put there, but so just made that little Polaroid with some writing space. And then we will do one of our little playing cards. I love making those playing cards. And then all of these will do this little thing. And then this is one of our, I love this, one of our little crisscross pockets, and did those with you yesterday for Let's Make It Monday. I have a specific, let's just pull it from my Rolodex ephemera holder. So this is going to go here, and I have made this tag. for that. I love that tag topper. Came out so beautiful. Sometimes I get stuck on tag toppers and it just takes me what seems like forever, but that came together so beautifully. It was just like a snip of that applique that I was cutting up. And then this is this signature here, just beautiful pages to match the, you know, this is an authentic page and I love it. And I wish I wouldn't have put it in the third signature. I just love that. But I thought that it looks good with these pages. And then here is the vintage. This is vintage ledger and I do print onto the vintage ledger. I am going to just tuck away some fun little pieces here. We're gonna put that one. Stained paper, doily, vintage ledger. I love this. This is one of my favorite pages, and that is from the Parisian digital. That's gonna flip all the way out. I love that. Okay. I like for my pages to flip out. I think that that is a little bit more interesting than, you know, them being cut. I love that. Just did this little dangle on that. So cute. Little Tim Holtz charms. Stay curious and story. That's gonna tuck into my lace pocket. This is some of my favorite Two Sister Jam lace. It's chocolate rose. I do believe they are now out of that, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me. All right, so back to the fourth signature. We are going to tuck away this tag. This is one of the little coffee filter pockets that we did together on a Let's Make It Monday. I'm having so much fun with these little shabby ones. And then just a really simple, didn't want to do too much to these, little Polaroid. This comes from a digital kit. I'm not really sure whose these come from. I know it's not Raindroplila. Amity Bloom makes some, but these are not Amity Bloom. I cannot remember right now, guys. I'm so sorry. A little vintage music sheet with a little snippet with the little Parisian papers. Vellum. Velvet ruffle. Some molding paste. Vintage paper. One of our little collaged index cards. I made these on my live yesterday here. Another one of our little snippets. Just gonna tuck that away. Let's go ahead and cut that thread. Mark making. Love this. Ah, look. I am loving these little Victorian die cuts. I just think they're so adorable. And then we're just going to tuck this away. So I did have a paper doll attached, but she didn't have a head, so I took her out. And then here we are going to do one of the little pockets that I made yesterday for the Let's Make It Monday. It just has one of those fun little vocabulary cards, this lovely playing card. I love these, and I used all of them in this journal. And then just a little handmade tag that I made, and a vintage library reference card. And this is just pinned in like so. So that is technically considered a floating pocket because it'll float around your journal. It doesn't have to stay there. Okay, so this is Carol Kutz. So I do have some Carol Kutz in here also from the Forever Friends digital kit. And I do believe I have some of the pink and green in here. I don't know. So snippets of the digital kit, and then the Parisian papers, and a little wax seal cluster. There and there. And then here we have our last little tag. And this one is going to go on the back side. Love those. They came out so pretty. And again, just going to do the same thing here. I did lace on this one just to kind of keep with the elegance. And I'm just going to try to slide it through with my little owl. I just need it peekabooing, you know, just enough to be able to pull it through. I think that that's good. Yeah. So you just do that little number there. And then we're going to reattach this here. I was just making sure which eyelet I needed to go through. Sometimes that confuses me. And use my little owl. Oh, that was her dangle. I thought a bead or something was missing from something. Pretty sure, you know, I'm probably doing this the hard way with this, but it is what works for me. And then we are just going to go ahead and tie that up. So I found this cute bridge tally book, and I have torn some of the pages out, and I'm gonna find little tuck spots for that. Okay, my bow could have been a little bit better. Let's do it like that. Beautiful. I love this photo. So this is from the antique vintage tags from Raindroplila. So I have some of the Parisian tags, and then some of the Parisian cabinet cards that I put onto my master boards, and then some of the Parisian tags. So just check out Raindroplila and look at her digitals. This is Carol Kutz. Here is a little handmade snippet with a little cluster. Here is a pocket. Well, obviously it's a pocket. It's a doily pocket. Let's just do this little number here, and maybe let's put, this would be fun in there, just to kind of keep the little antique vibe. This is one of those little tally. I just thought that was fun, just a fun different page. Let's do that there, just fun little stuffed pocket. And then here I've just done some simple collaging down at the bottom of that. Let's do there are always flowers for those who want to see them. Let's do that there. Let's put a little scrap notepad into this little sack. I make these glassine sacks also. Guys, I do custom orders also. So if you have a journal that you're working in and you have a theme, you can just kind of give me an idea and I can come up with something. But yeah, I do the guest checks for you, doilies, time cards, sacks. I can pretty much print on anything. I make sentiment sheets for people. I do sentiment clusters, wax seal clusters. Anything you need, I can make for you if you're interested, just so you know. Little tuck here. Let's do May the Flowers Remind Us. No, let's actually do Be the Girl Who Said Yes and Did It. Let's do that there. I love these little pages here. I'm trying to remember where I had. Okay. my things at. Let's put one of these here because it's fun with that. Just, you know, layering I think is fun, and then people having stuff to pull out and look at. I mean, I just try to include stuff in my journals that I think are fun and I enjoy. Okay, so here I am going to do this big tag that I made. I think that these big tags are so fun. And all of my tags are backed with Italian straw paper. I love it. It's so beautiful. And we are going to put that there. Well, we're going to come here and pin. Oh, look at this little lady. It's a Victorian die cut. I thought that that would be so fun. This does fit here very nicely because it definitely goes there. And let's pin it this way. So now you can see how much fatter she is. She is so fat with all of her ephemera stuck in her. She's absolutely beautiful. I'm very, very proud of her. I think that she came out great. I don't say that boastfully. I say it with humility and gratitude that the Lord has given me this ability and this very special gift to help get me through some of the hardest days during this time of my life. I need to attach this actually to a bulb pin. If I could find my other little jewelry tools, it would be much easier to get all the way shut. Because if you don't shut these perfectly, the little jump ring will slide off of things. I did make these little bead dangles yesterday because I was bored. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and tie her up. And then I'm just going to look at her lace and look at these dangles. They're just really simple dangles, actually. I like working with little glass beads, but I couldn't get them very tight. So I had actually thought about not putting them in here because I like them super tight. I would need to attach a jump ring, and it would be really cute with a little charm on those. I'm grabbing my little jump rings because I don't want anything too big. Oh, those are way big. I thought I was gonna find something smaller, and I pulled out some much larger ones. You know, and then attaching a little charm on it would be really cute. Let's just attach one. So just a jump ring, and then you just put your little beads on eye pins. Let's do this one here. Okay, but what I'm gonna want to do, guys, is grab my other little jewelry tools because it's just gonna be way easier to shut these with both of my jewelry pliers. I'm just going to grab them. I spotted them. They're in this little container right here. So just bear with me while I grab them. And then we are just, now here is where you really want to make sure that these are super tight. So when you're opening your jump rings, do not pull them apart like this. Twist them open. So that's cute. Let's maybe add this other one also. Maybe we'll put it on this fourth signature on the other side. So again, just twisting it open. Let's attach it right on this lace. Making sure I'm not putting it through like 2 pages. And I'm just gonna twist it shut. That's really good. So you just have a little dangle. Those are cute and fun little bits to add. So there you have her in all of her glory. I hope that you enjoyed this flip through, that you were inspired to maybe do a flip flop or try something new, or, you know, anything like the clusters or the snippets, or, you know, putting a snippet on your cover. So please hit like, comment so that I know that you're here, and subscribe if you aren't already. Thank you to all my subscribers, and thank you if you're visiting my channel. Please hit the like button and comment below and let me know if you are a first-time watcher. Y'all be blessed. Check me out on Facebook and create what brings your heart joy. Bye for now.